Good morning. I know that a lot of us are in different positions on the learning curve, if you will. I talk about that learning curve quite a bit because that learning curve is very important to understand, to know that it exists, and to have some kind of an idea as to where you are on that learning curve. Well, one way you can undoubtedly tell me about how much you don't know is if you use the word or the term or the acronym DEFCON. There is no such thing. DEFCON came about with the movie War Games. Plain and simple. I just had this conversation in a Facebook group yesterday. In fact, I talked about it a little bit on the show when I started last night. And there were people that were in military and stuff like that. Oh no, would you? And I asked the question: can somebody show me a picture? There's a lot of phones these days, and those phones have cameras on them, and man, people take pictures of all kinds of stuff. Can somebody show me a single picture of a DEFCON status sign? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller's not here. Anybody else? No? I didn't think so. You can't show me a single sign that somebody snapped a picture of somewhere that is letting you know what the DEFCON alert level is. Why? Because there is no such thing. The government does have alert readiness levels. It's not something that we know. It's not something that they announce to the public. Okay? Do they have alert levels? Absolutely. I believe FPCON or something like that is actually one of the status levels that they use. FPCON, not DEFCON. And it's interesting, though, to see the amount of individuals that lock, stock, and barrel believe that something exists that was in a movie, but that has been repeated by people over and over and over and over throughout the years. And so that makes it real, right? It's got to be real. DEFCON's got to be real. The quickest way, like I said, to tell me exactly what you don't know is to use the term, the word, the acronym DEFCON, because it doesn't exist. It's made up. Good job. I mean, it's fine if we want to use it as a manner to discuss amongst ourselves as to, how high we should have our hip waders up, that's fine. But we really need to stop with the misinformation. We really do. People are constantly throwing around these DEFCON numbers. Well, if there was a such thing as DEFCON, and again, there are alert levels, we're just not privy to them, okay? We aren't privy to the alert levels that they do have. So I don't get why everybody comes out anytime a mouse farts and says, oh, we're DEFCON 2. We're DEFCON 2. We've only been at DEFCON. There's people claiming we're at DEFCON 2 right now over this balloon. We're not. For one, there's no damn such thing. For two, I don't think that balloon is much of a threat. I know Pinball made a video this morning. That dude is just about as dumb as it gets. He really, truly is. I don't even know where he pulls some of his stuff out. I have no idea where he pulls some of his stuff out. I mean, he has to be just completely on the spot making stuff up. Really, truly. Again, when you make it up that learning curve and you're looking down the curve, you can see where others are at on the curve. It's pretty plain as day, okay? And, just like I said, if somebody uses the term DEFCON, it already knows me lets me know what they don't know, okay? Well, the same is true when people carry on about a particular, and it doesn't matter which one, but when people carry on about a particular political party, right? Doesn't matter if it's red team, blue team, doesn't matter. If you show me that you're pandering to a political party when so much information has came out that has proven, undoubtedly, that this is ran by global corporate interests, your vote doesn't do a damn thing. Votes haven't mattered for a long time, and they probably never will, not under this government. Because once you get this much corruption, you're going to have to burn it all down and rebuild. Plain and simple. So, yeah, Pinball, whenever you get enough common sense to stop pandering for red team as if they're any different or any better, then I'll see you move up that learning curve a little bit. But for right now, dude, yeah, you're pretty far down it, man. You'd be good if you didn't talk so much shit and try to call so many people out. And then totally ignore them when they call your card. Right? Kenneth? Patrika? Is it? Patrika? Is that how it's pronounced? Kenneth? Learning curve's huge. There's another thing about the learning curve. It's hungry. And it eats you alive. Watch the information that you accept as truth. There are a whole lot of things that we accept as truth that simply is not. Every realm under imagination, the biblical realm, the scientific realm, you name it. It's a big world. A lot of information. A lot of cool stuff out there. A lot of bad stuff out there. You get up on that learning curve by trying to learn about the good and bad on as much of that stuff as possible. And you work your way up that ladder. You don't work your way up that ladder just by repeating, parroting what politicians say, what people you like says. It's not how you climb that ladder. If you're unable to be objective with yourself, you'll never climb that ladder. You'll never climb that ladder. There are so many things that you have to get wrong to learn how to do it right, or learn how to look at it right, or perceive it right. And a lot of people haven't even started that journey. That's my biggest fear. I've said it before. When it comes to the whole SHTF thing, my fear is the psychological impacts. And that's completely aside from the, instant loss of medication and stuff like that. Mental illness. You want to talk about it rearing its ugly head. Take Facebook alone. Take Facebook away for 72 hours and see what happens to society. Serious. Take Facebook away for 72 hours and see what happens. You think we've seen violent crime spree spurts before? It'd be real ugly, real quick. I don't know what to tell folks. Learn, learn, learn. I can't help anybody after that balloon goes up. I won't be able to contact anyone within reason. I won't be able to help people. I won't be able to give information. That's why it's imperative that we as individuals take it upon ourselves to learn this stuff. And I'll say it again. Be careful of just accepting things as truth because they've said so for so many years. Because there's a whole lot of things that aren't true that I've heard was true my entire damn life. Anyway, I hope you could take something out of this. Be careful, and if you see a channel, an article, or whatever that refers to DEFCON, understand that inherently, just right off, out of the gate, they clearly don't know what they think they do. Just saying, hey, don't kill the messenger. If anybody can show me one of those DEFCON signs that show me what level we're at from a cell phone that somebody took at a facility, go right ahead. If you can give me a .gov website that talks about DEFCON, go for it. I'm not talking about military.com. I'm not talking about joeblowswebsite.com. I'm talking about a .gov that tells me something about DEFCON, alertness levels, or anything like that. Bueller? Leave in the comments. I know links, it'd probably kick out a link, so I wouldn't suggest leaving a link. We'll figure it out. You can also email me, thewatchmannews@yahoo.com. If you can come up with a picture of a sign of an actual facility with DEFCON and a number to indicate the level that we're at, go right ahead. But if nobody can, probably means that it's not real. Shalom.